Hey, End Time Saints, just another quick video. If you haven't listened to the first one I made just a few hours ago, today is still the 24th of June 2023. Please listen to it. I apologize. The first 20 minutes of the last video is me talking about all the crap they're doing, trying to actually take me out, murder me. With the air conditioners at 4 different rooms I've had in 2 different hotels. So the first 20 to 22 minutes is all that. But then I start talking about people being taken over, turning into zombies, demons manifesting, and fallen. I forgot to say fallen angels are everywhere now. Okay, I've been seeing them for at least, 15 years. I've been warning y'all since I first started YESHUA, which will be funny enough, 7 years in October that I started. And isn't that funny? The 7-year tribulation. We're in the tribulation, okay? If you don't think we are, you need to look at all the signs. It's biblical. Read the book of Daniel, read the book of Revelation. But what I'm coming on for is real quick. Again, the last video I made was warning about the zombies taking over. People are the Walking Dead now, and people are being taken over by demons. And I forgot to mention, like I said, fallen. And what I just now found out, I hadn't watched any videos except for the about 15 minutes of the Ring doorbell showing a zombie on it. And Bagley popped up. Yeah, I know he's an infiltrator. I know he works for the satanic scum. But he gives some truth mixed with lies. Don't they all? All of the satanic cabal that have taken over YESHUA, that's what they do. That's how they draw you in. Because there's truth in there, but it's mixed with lies that are detrimental to people's salvation. Anyway, he's talking about... all I listened to was maybe 2 minutes of it. Another train derailment. I'm sure y'all have already heard of this. But a train derailed by Yellowstone and dumped, you guessed it, more toxins. All toxins. Where did it dump it? Into the river. In a van down by the river. And that's what's led me to come back on. They said that it was carrying... I forgot what the first thing was, but the second thing it was carrying was sulfur. Yes, that's right. A train carrying sulfur dumped into the rivers. Notice how these accidents, these train accidents, are all up north at the top of the United States. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked. Because the rivers flow downstream and dump all the toxins, infiltrating all the waterways, taking out our water. What do fallen angels smell like? Well, I should know. I've been stalked and hunted by Azazel, among other demonic fallen angels and demons, for years and years. They smell like burning sulfur. Why? Because they've been let out of the pit, which has opened. I've mentioned it in many videos. The pit has opened. The smoke from the pit is rising. That's the smoke that they saw in New York, which is where Satan has his seat. He's got many seats, but that's like the main throne of Satan. And that's where hell is about to be unleashed first. But it's going to be all over the satanic states of America, which is now worse. The Most High God just told me America is worse to him than Sodom and Gomorrah. He has had enough. He's taken it down. Like I've, again, said many, many times for the last, year, and especially over the last 3 months, America has been infiltrated from within, has been taken over from within, and is burning from within. Tastes like burning. I'm eating chili. Get out of here, Martin. Anyway, yeah. So the fallen are, again, taking over people. It's going to be horrendous. Shout out to a sister that messaged on the last video telling me there was a spirit on the ceiling. I literally felt it, but I hadn't focused on the ceiling. I just aimed my camera up so you don't see my face, because I'm looking pretty rough. I haven't even combed my hair today. I've been so exhausted. I just put it in a ponytail, or I put my glasses on, over my hair, and I didn't want to frighten y'all. But I felt something wicked in here. I've already done prayers around the room. I've got witches in the room next door. I've got witches and Satanists above me. And then because the other wall leads to the street, they walk by and stand right in front of my room doing spells. And this is wherever I go. But I wanted to say thank you for that. I didn't actually see it because I haven't actually focused on it. I've been doing so many other things, but I did feel it and I sensed it. And the fact that you mentioned the reason why they're messing with my smell, with the toxic air and all that stuff, you didn't say all that, but the reason why I'm having a hard time smelling is to mess with my senses so I don't smell the evil, demonic fallen that's in here. But I could still feel it, okay? I might not have smelt it, but I felt it. You heard me? I made another joke. Oh, snap, I made a rhyme before it's time. Anyway, yeah. So the train derailment in Yellowstone, also funny enough, where's the volcano? Yellowstone. One of the fault lines is over there, so they're hitting all the fault lines. America is about to be broken in half from the top to the bottom. Father said, if you divide my land, I will divide your land. And that's what's happening. Mystery Babylon has fallen. Meaning fallen is in going down, and fallen is in fallen angels. If you do not know YESHUA HaMashiach, also known as Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I suggest you repent, you turn from your sin. That includes gang stalking and watching and harassing and spying. And you accept Jesus Christ, YESHUA, into your heart. You believe he died on the cross for yours and my sins. On the third day he rose and he's coming back in the clouds. This time with a sword. To all my fellow persecuted end-time saints, I know the battle it's exhausting, okay? I have never been this wiped out. And just plummeted with non-stop attacks. Not exaggerating. They're left and right, left and right, left and right, because we are almost at the end. We are almost at the end of this hell, his hell, where we will be with YESHUA forever, and some of us will rule and reign with him. The worse your persecution, the higher your calling and rank in the Most High's army. But even if you don't think you have a high calling, if you haven't been persecuted to this extent, but you do know YESHUA, you are following the Lamb wherever he goes, you're still very, very blessed and loved, because there's only a remnant that are going to make it into heaven's gate, okay? You need to pray that you're found worthy. I pray daily. I'm not perfect. I mess up. We all do. We all mess up and fall short of the mark. But the question is, do you repent? Are you truly remorseful when you do something that you know is displeasing to the Most High? Do you try to live righteously? Father knows, and he knows our plot. He knows our attacks. He knows how severe some of us are getting hit. So he takes that into account. But we need to stay close to the Most High God. It's really getting dark out. People are really becoming wicked. They're becoming taken over. Since the last video, I've had a group of at least, I'm going to say 4 different times, people have stopped by the door of my hotel room, screaming and yelling. One time I opened the window and they were trying to do a curse. They immediately left though, as soon as I opened the window. They scattered. Thousands shall fall at our side, but none shall come near us, says the Most High. I heard some guy screaming like he was being tortured. Then night before last, I actually went outside to check because I thought the girl was they were doing something to her, if you know what I mean, like they did to me. They raped me last year. So I thought that's what I was hearing. Oh boy. I think they just hacked my laptop. Okay, it's back on. But I didn't see anybody. Of course, no cops. They're always there to follow me at parks and things because they're cowards. They're cowards. And you Freemasons, you Freakmasons, you Nazis, all you community-based sellouts, gang-stalking buffoons, when it gets really bad on this earth and you call your good old boys, cop buddies, and your Freemason buddies and your enforcers, your satanic cabal to help you, they're not going to be anywhere to be found. And I'm telling you the truth because they're cowards, just like you are, gang stalkers. And isn't that funny? The ceiling, I just noticed this. The ceiling looks like a cross. Wow, that's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, there are definitely a sister that made that comment. Yes, I'm very aware there's spirits. I don't call them spirits. I call them demons and fallen. And they're always around. And a lot of times I can smell them. Demons usually smell like, they smell like poop, okay? But high-ranking fallen smell like burning skin, burning flesh, and sulfur, which now they claim has spilled out of this train derailment at Yellowstone. Yeah, so that's to mask the scent, the smell of the fallen being released from the pit. The pit is open, y'all. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ, you will be finding yourself in there. Have a nice night.